the 9 FTEs, I, as a person who has the last of the small community hospitals, or the only remaining community hospital, OHIC has played a very important role in making sure that the insurance companies stay in line, and I am very nervous about cutting the staff of OHIC.
Well, let me say this, we haven't cut anything. We haven't increased it by $1 million. Those 9 employees are on a federal grant. It expires in September. I don't believe the appropriate policy is to allow FTEs to grow under federal grant, because we always hear it's federal money, it's federal money. When the money runs out, the programs are up. So we have not cut one position. We have not funded 9 additional positions with general revenues after a federal grant expired.
I fear that that will have consequences that go everything from overseeing the 4 insurers to make sure that they are, we've seen the rate drops. We saw the most recent ones that came out. We have one that's lowering, and we have others that are in single digits for the first time.
We will make sure, and we'll look at it individually, that they have the resources to do their job. However, this is a policy consideration that transcends OHIC. There's always the concern, we want to encourage work under federal grants. Every time a federal grant expires, everybody wants the funding to continue. You have a government that Rhode Island cannot afford. We have to set our policy as we welcome the federal grants, but when the funds expire, there's no new general revenues for the FTEs. I hear that concern on the floor all the time, and you can't artificially grow your government that way, because I believe that if the federal government wants to give us money to start programs or to fund programs, that's great. It benefits our economy. It puts people to work. We should encourage that. However, when that money's gone, you don't necessarily every single time apply Rhode Island general revenues to it. That would discourage the use of those monies, because then we'd say, no, you can't do that because it's going to become a general revenue obligation later. So I want to make sure the policy works appropriately across the board, and there's 9 positions there. I've looked at most of those, and OHIC will survive without doing the functions that those folks do.
I hope so. I just want to point out that that rate review process saved us $40 million.
They will continue to do that. That's their primary function. That they will do. And they've expanded it with the federal grant. I mean, they're going to be able to do their core function, perform their core function without those positions. But that is not a cut to OHIC. They're losing the benefit of a federal grant, and we're not appropriating an additional $1 million of taxpayer dollars.